Grounded is a survival action adventure with a twist. It's like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, but in video game form. The game is made by Obsidian, the studio behind some of the greatest like The Outer Worlds, South Park, The Stick of Truth, and of course, Fallout New Vegas. It was originally an Xbox exclusive, which only got brought over to PlayStation a few months back. With it dropping and not having an Xbox or a PC that could run it, I was pretty excited to try it out. So I called on a good mate of mine, Hydra, who used to be a PC gamer and has some experience in Grounded. Upon awakening in a briefcase, our two teens quickly realize they are standing at a mere 7mm tall, with blades of grass as tall as buildings.
That's quite big. Impressive.
I become used to the controls quickly, and while doing so, Hydra pops my first trophy.
Family.
We take a photo together.
Oh! I just got a trophy! First trophy! After that quick, easy trophy, we start running around, and shortly after, I realize where we are. We're in the backyard of someone's house. Whose backyard? We'll find out later. So, we decide to just start the story a little bit instead of building. We come to a landmark called Mysterious Machine. Hydra says we need to inspect it, and inspect it we do. We try to turn the machine on, but something's not right. We need to unblock the laser. Once unblocked, we use the machine, but in doing so, we almost set the backyard on fire, causing all sorts of sparks and smoke leading to the base of the oak tree. So we gear up, getting some basic tools and equipment, and head on over to the base of the tree. We find ourselves the entrance to a lab. We head in, checking everything out, and see a robot that has fallen over.
I've fallen and I can't get up.
We help him up, and in doing so, we earn ourselves our next trophy. Oh, what a burgle is. Trophy! Save Burgle after the oak tree lab explosion. We help up the robot, who we find is named Burgle. He then proceeds to tell us that we've been miniaturized by Dr. Tully Wendell's Spaceless device, that mysterious device from before. We keep talking to him, but God, the guy can yap. He says something about the explosion causing memory loss or some shit, and we need to find these chips for him, yada yada yada. We leave Burgle to do his thing and go over to an ASL terminal. These devices are all over the backyard in field stations with a direct link back to Burgle. Opening the terminal, we buy our first upgrade, and in doing so earned Science Rules. Trophy! Yo, getting the trophies, lad. With the Oak Lab mostly searched, we decide to do one thing before heading out. We beat the shit out of Burgle. Burgle's getting bullied! Because it's funny, and robots don't have feelings, right? Right? After we use Burgle as a pinata, we head on out to continue the story. Well, that's what I thought. Now, just quickly, we need to talk. I have a not so little fear of spiders. Now, being an Aussie, that might sound weird to some, but when you look up what spiders we have in Australia, you would be too. So there are spiders in this game. I was not looking forward to them. Little did I know they would become a crucial part of our gear. But for now, we encounter our first spider on the way out of the lab.
What, is it the yellow one? Oh, fuck.
Oh, it's a spider! Oh, it's getting in here!
Get it, fuck him up, fuck him up, fuck him up, fuck him up.
I'm running out of space. I fucking hate this game. Oh! I really do not fucking like that. That is fucked. We kill it without any screaming and head on out. Now Hydra, being an awesome friend of mine, decided it would be funny to show me spiders every chance he gets. But later on, I will get my revenge. After showing me what a fucking wolf spider was, we head over to start building a base. Hydra wanted somewhere with lots of grass and access to most areas, so we decided to build almost dead center of the map. That way we had to travel the same distance to all areas of the map. But before I did, I decided to take on one of their more deadly animals, a ladybug, which didn't go to plan, securing my first death of many. After that death, we find the perfect area and start clearing it out for our base. With the area cleared, we start in building our base. Now, it never actually ended up getting a roof, but to us, it was home. Now, we need to talk about some future trophies and how to get more recipes for building and crafting. At these field stations, there are resource analyzers. Every new material or resource we pick up, we need to analyze for a few reasons. One, we get new recipes, as I talked about before, but we also level up our brain power, which we will need for a trophy, and to max out our brain power for the 100% report card, which is essentially the 100% ending. For the 100% ending, we need to collect over 300 collectibles, including all milk shrunk molars, which we will talk about a bit more later. We need all scabbies, which pretty much changes the color of our menus. We need to beat all the mixers, which are defense challenges. Collect all data items, including all special recipes, all tapes, files, snapshots, burgle transcripts, and all stuff, which include all boss notes, keys, and bloody statue recipes. We also need to discover all landmarks, field stations, and wonders. Collect all creature cards, which we'll get for peeping at every creature, and defeat all optional bosses. With this 100% report card looming over us, we continue on. While analysing a few things, I earn resourceful for analysing our 15th resource. Now we have our base built. It's time to get some food in our bellies. We set up a roasting spit and cook some yummy bugs, earning fine dining. With another trophy down, we decide to investigate the nearby anthill. Making our way through, we run into one of the 3 ant queens. Now you have the choice to cook different items for them. Either feed them a good sandwich that they will enjoy, or feed them an infected one that kills them. For a trophy, we need to deal with all 3, but we decided to befriend them. For now, we will have to come back later as the recipes require some materials we just don't have. Now with the ant queen found and our house slowly coming together, we decide to continue the story. But first, we gain our first mutation, also earning our next trophy, Growing Pains. These are certain buffs in the game you can choose from. Now, our next task is to find these super chips for Burgle to help him remember where to find Dr. Tully. So we start with one of the many labs, the hedge lab. Now the lab being up in a giant hedge, we had to climb, but I'm only a few hours into the game. Still slowly learning everything, I kept falling. I could not parkour to save my tiny life. But after about an hour of trying, we get to the main section of the lab. We need to access the computer, but require a password. Luckily, Dr. Tully is silly and wrote down his password. We just need to find it throughout the lab. After falling some more, we finally find the whole password. Using the computer to open a door and gain the first super chip, earning the hedge lab. With being excited about grabbing the first chip, we celebrate how? By falling again. We head over to Burgle and give him the first chip, earning more items in the burger shop and earning access to the super duper, a tool in the game to be able to dupe any item. If you can't be asked getting them, or if you just can't find it anyway. I decide to dupe some bombardier parts, earning super dupe.
Yo, trophy!
A little bit later, we find ourselves facing off against one of my pure nightmares, our first wolf spider. With me screaming and swinging, we take it out with ease, earning face your fears.
Yes, trophy!
Let's go!
Trophy! I died, but worth it.
With our first wolf spider down, with me shaking in my boots and tail between my legs, Hydra comforts me with a new piece of furniture, the berry chair. He then tells me to take a seat and in doing so earn lounging around.
Oh,
Let's go.
oh, trophy! Oh.
After calming my nerves with a nice relaxing lounge around, we decide to head out for the next main story lab, in the pond. This area sucked, mainly because we didn't want to do it the right way and farm for all of the underwater breathing equipment. Like a bunch of lazy fucks, we just kept headbutting the wall until we finally found a cave with a back entrance to the pond. Upon finding the entrance, we popped Snoopy for discovering 20 sites on the map.
Oh, I just got a trophy.
Oh, so did I.
Unfortunately, Hydra wasn't recording and didn't catch this trophy popping. This is payback for the spiders, I reckon. With this cave entrance, there was a straight shot to the back entrance to the pond lab. But before we headed in, we decided to create some stronger armor, just in case we needed it for inside the lab. So after a lot of ladybug slaughtering, we create the ladybug set, earning exoskeleton.
Square. Ah, trophy!
Let's go.
Trophy, we are now...
After that, we head on into the lab. Opening up the back door, finding all of the switches to restore power back to the lab, and finding another scabby, earning flavorful.
Scab? Flavorful!
Flavorful.
Trophy!
For collecting our 10th scabby. And straight after that, we open the dome in the pond lab and collect the next super chip for Burgle, earning the pond lab.
Ah, trophy!
Lab. So happy to get some of
Yo!
lab.
Now, we were having so much fun playing Grounded, we weren't looking at the clock, and it was 3:30 AM, so we decided to call it a night and head to bed. The next night, we get back into it, earning a trophy I thought was going to have a heaps of trouble with, Blockbuster,
And yo, trophy!
for performing 10 perfect blocks in a row. But we found a mite that had one simple attack and learnt its timing, and earned the trophy after just a couple of tries. Next up is the Haze Lab. This is an area of the map that is covered in this poisonous haze, turning normal bugs infected.
What is that? What the fuck is that?
pretty much makes them stronger and tankier. This haze is actually a weed killer coming from a hole in a weed killer canister, but we'll come back to that later. We then create a gas mask which will prevent us from dying and make it able for us to head into the haze lab and fight our first boss, the infected ladybug. We thought we weren't ready for her, but after coming in and bonking her on the head a few times, she goes down with no trouble at all. We grab the Haze Lab super chip, which weirdly is the only super chip with no trophy tied to it. On our high of first trying the boss, we head straight into the black anthill lab, getting lost on our way down and trying to figure out our way through, with finally getting to the end and another boss, the assistant manager, a flying robot with feelings, who immediately started attacking us. Must have known what we did to Burgle earlier.
I seen what you did, asshole.
Now, we have really only played about 6 hours at this point, and not much combat at all, so I struggled in this fight. I went down a couple of times, but with Hydra knowing what to do, he picked me up each time. First tried this boss with little effort. After we defeat the assistant manager, we get his keycard and the next super chip, earning Black Anthill Lab.
Man, what's this thing?
Is that the super chip?
Yes, it is.
Oh,
Trophy!
let's go.
Trophy!
After escaping the anthill, we head on back with our spoils and straight to the analyzer to analyze what rewards we had reaped, and in turn got our next trophy, Shrinky in the Brain, for achieving level 10 brain power.
Level 10, right?
Achieve level 10 brain power.
Now with that trophy earned, we were on a trophy buzz. We decided to get one more trophy before calling it a night. We wanted to plug the hole in the weed killer canister, but we first needed to find some gum to block it. After searching and finding the gum, we chuck our gas masks on one more time and head up to the canister, raising a random flag and blocking the hole in the canister, causing the haze to disperse and making the surrounding air breathable. With the haze canister blocked and the trophy sticky hands in our grasp, we were too excited to go to sleep. We wanted 2 more trophies. We wanted to get a stronger weapon before bed, so we head over to the table passing some friends. Now remember how before I talked about getting revenge against Hydra? Well, turns out bees and wasps are his kryptonite as spiders are mine. So he's shitting it as we're climbing this table walking past all these bees.
I'm gonna keep running.
We finally make it to the top and zip line across to the sandpit.
Oh, you can change direction!
Oh, no, That's why you don't change directions.
In doing so, we earn Webmaster for ziplining for more than 100 centimeters, or just over 3 feet for my American friends. Now, we wanted the antlion greatsword, so we came into the sandpit swinging for the fences and taking out every single antlion that spawned. We would have made them extinct if they didn't respawn at a later time. We head on back to our home base, crafting our first tier 3 weapon, earning Beefing Up.
Your whole trophy.
Let's go.
Craft your first tier 3.
Look at us. Oh my god.
With the 2 of us being claimed by sleep, the next day we come back determined for more trophies. We decided to do a little cleanup of the sandpit. We complete our first mixer. They're pretty much defending these machines for real science. With the first of 8 mixers completed, we head back to Burgle to hand over the chips we've secured, giving Burgle more memory and us more things to spend our hard-earned raw science on. Now we want to make the first sandwich for the Red Ant Queen to turn her friendly. But first we need some upper yard materials. So we set out on an adventure to the upper yard. On the way, Hydra shows me his artwork.
Are you making a business?
Yeah.
Content.
There we go. Content. Alright, this way.
Alright, let's go.
With that nightmare out of the way, we finally make it up to the upper yard. Essentially, this is the endgame area. Everything here hurts a lot more than the lower yard.
That's gotta hurt.
We get ourselves the materials needed, head on back home to create the oven to make the juicy mushroom sandwich. Hydra fed the ant the sandwich, and he got the trophy.
Yo-ho, here she is. Hello, gorgeous.
Yeah. Hello. We've got something for you, sweetie. Here, have this. Yes. Take that.
Oh, she eating.
Oh,
She eating, lad.
She's starving. She's happy.
So we hunted down the materials for the first Black Ant Queen.
No, here we are. Hello,
Yeah,
love.
here she is. Give her that food. Let her munch on it.
Yo, friends in low places. Yo, let's go.
Now we needed a place for our little baby
You got
ants
here for
to
now.
stay. So Hydra makes a mushroom penthouse, earning our next trophy, Fortified, for constructing our
Yo.
first mushroom
Hey,
foundation.
let's go.
Trophy.
With one of our ants homed and the other just getting in the way, it's time to head to the next story objective, and that's to find Dr. Tully's scab. We head to the upper yard and to the shed to find the scabby on a table. We head on up only to find we needed dandelions to make it
I
across.
can't get to the table.
No, fuck, how do we get to the table?
Do you have a dandelion?
No, I don't.
Oh no, I think we need a dandelion.
We head down and grab some,
A dandelion. Must be the last one of the season.
and then head on back. But we realize we needed a tier 3 hammer, so we start to make it. Then we realize we need a tier 3 axe first. So after doing all of that, we finally head on up to the table and open his scabby to use that to locate him.
Look, smack.
Yo.
We get told he's located somewhere under the shed, so we gear up and head on under. We make our way through until we get to a lab, and in that lab we have another boss, the Mant.
Hello.
Nah, bro, I'm good,
Is
eh?
that the...
We jumped down expecting a big fight, but we are just too strong. With a few whacks, he went down with ease, earning tidy whities.
Yo, tidy whities.
Sorry, kill the man.
With Mr. Mant down, we head on through to the end of the lab and find a special someone.
Who's that Pokemon?
It's Pikachu!
Dr. Tully.
With Dr. Tully found, we earn Raisin Man.
Raisin man.
Find Dr. Wendell Tully.
Oh my god. Oh my god. It's Dr. Wendell.
After talking to Tully, we head on back to our house, bringing him with us. I decide I want 2 more trophies for the night, one of them being easy as and crafting tier 3 arrows. With crafting the arrows, we earn Splinter Master.
Wait, what trophy?
Trophy.
What trophy did you just get?
Splinter Master. Craft 3, tier 3 arrows. You can do it. We've got
Now just
enough.
before bed, me and Hydra do some hunting to earn our last trophy. We find our 20th milk molar and use them to earn ourselves Get Yoked.
Get yoked. Trophy.
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 Our next session, we start with earning an easy trophy. We create 5 beefy smoothies and consume them, earning protein shake.
Trophy.
Now with where we are at in the game, there's not much story content left. There is a lot of optional bosses and everything for the 100% scorecard. So we make a game plan and don't actually stick to it. We were going to do some boss fights, but Hydra wanted to make some zip lines around the backyard, which I was so fucking keen for. Except my real life job had other plans. I had to head to work while Hydra started grinding for these zip lines. He said it took him 3 hours to grind it all out, but I came back to this beautiful tower.
Yeah, boy.
And all these zip lines to all the best places. What a guy. First off, we decide to attempt to fight the first optional boss, the broodmother. And remember how I hate spiders? Well, this is just a big fuck off spider. But now I have the arachnophobia mode turned on. I've had it on for quite some time, but it doesn't make the spiders any easier to attack. But we make a bloody sandwich, go to fight the fucking giant ass spider. The fight itself wasn't actually too bad. She did a few jump backs, but we were sorta over leveled at this point. So after a minute or so, the broodmother goes down, earning mum jeans.
Yo, Mum Jeans.
With my anxiety through the roof after that fight, we decided to get a couple of misc trophies. Our first one is for shooting a flying enemy with over 30 centimeters. We take turns shooting at some flying gnats, and after a few shots we earn aim small.
I got it.
We then decide to get another easier trophy, so we climb to the top of the bird bath and throw rocks at each other while standing under a hoop, earning from down.
Yo, trophy.
Let's go.
After a few days, we come back to our next recording session and want a few more easier trophies before we start the complete cleanup. We upgrade one of our tier 3 items to max, earning Glob Job.
Oh, I
Nice.
just got a trophy.
Oh, you asshole.
Now this whole time, I've been adding furniture to our beautiful home, trying to get our coziness to max. But adding the last piece of furniture, we earn Chillax.
Yo! Trophy.
What'd you get?
I got the
Coziness
max
5.
coziness one.
Yeah, chillax.
With the house at max coziness, we decide to clean up the last ant queen. We make her the tasty toe jam sandwich, and having dealt with all 3 queens with one way or another, we earn royal arrangement.
Trophy! Yo, yo, yo!
Let's go. Deal with all of the ant queens. And we got Ambassador 3 out of 3.
With the ants sorted out, we have not a lot left to do. We have 4 optional bosses left and then the collectibles before the last story stuff. So we decide to speedrun the last few bosses. We start with the mantis. Not much to say about this fight other than we forgot to peep it, so we'll have to redo this fight later on. We take the mantis out with ease, earning Assassin.
Smack him!
Yes!
Yeah!
Trophy!
Assassin, let's go!
Take
Kill
that.
the mantis.
And get ready for the next fight. Hydra's favourite animal ever, wasps. Now the run to the wasp queen was terrifying for no one except for Hydra. We take out a few wasps and head on up. We use the BBQ medley and prepare to battle. Me being the good bloke I am, take most of the hits and aggro of the queen, and after a short fight we come out victorious, earning a Muse sting.
Get her! Ow! Get her! Get her! Get her! Get her! Yes! Let's go! A new sting!
With 2 more bosses left, we gear up and head into the mysterious lab, where we meet Director Schmechter, who is the reason our teens have been shrunk down. We finally get our revenge and wallop his floating robot's ass, earning Ominent Schmominent.
Get him!
Oh, I got no stamina! Let's go!
Oh, what's that?
Excuse me, so can you stop this
Oil
room?
Director Schmechter. Oh, we got it.
I don't think I said that right, but we continue on. Now we're up to the last boss in the entire game. I was dreading this bloody boss the whole time up to this point. The infected fucking broodmother. That giant fuck off spider from before, but doped up hard. This is the only boss that has more than 1 health bar. We didn't think we could actually defeat this boss first try, but after we took out her first health bar in literal seconds, we knew we had it in the bag. And just like that, after her 3rd health bar goes down, so does she, earning Creepy Crawler.
Hurry, get her! Get her! Yes! Yeah, let's go! Creepy Crawler! Gold trophy! Kill the infected broodmother.
Oh,
Let's go.
How good. And we walk, I run, out of there hoping to have never dealt with her again. Now comes the longest part of this platinum, the grind to get all 300 plus collectibles. Thankfully, if one of us gets a collectible, we both get it. So we split off into teams of 1 and take one side of the lower yard each and work our way in. We collect all milk molars and scabbies in the lower yard. This process for just the lower yard took us about 2 hours, but it needed to get done. So we spent the next 2 to 3 hours grinding out the rest of the collectibles for the upper yard, including the under the shed and where the wasps live. I left that for Hydra. Just after that, we go ahead and clear all 8 mixers. They were no match to the high-end gear we had, so it wasn't hard at all. With the mixers done, we earned Mini Mix-a-Lot.
Where is it? Yeah, let's go! Mini Mix-a-Lot! Yeah, defend all of the mixers and super mixers.
The collectibles done, we needed 1 more creature card, and that was the Mantis boss. We remake his sandwich and start the boss fight once more. With Hydra peeping him, we earn Gotta Peep Them All.
Get him! That's our last.
Gotta peep them all! Nice!
Every creature card. Alright.
With that done, we have 7 trophies left, including the platinum. We are finally up to our last part of the story. We need to make the cocktail to make us bigger, called the embiggening cocktail. Funny that. But for this, we need to do a big defense. Sort of like the mixers, but we have to defend 3 areas. We set up with all the mushroom walls available, made all of these awesome defenses, set our spawn and started the defense. We thought it was going to be a lot harder than what we received. They barely made a dent in our defenses. Only issue was the mosquitoes that flew over, but they were no trouble at all. After a few minutes, we finished the defense and run up to collect the cocktail, earning
yeah, the best part of waking up!
best part of waking up!
Especially brew the embiggening cocktail.
Now we have completed all the story. All we have left is to use the cocktail and grow big again. But first, we have 1 more trophy to earn. Now this whole time, burglars had these quests to complete. There was a list of 100 of them, ranging from killing a certain bug, or building a certain thing, or doing main quest objectives. But the last one we had before we got the trophy was for visiting the remixer, which is pretty much this game's way to proceed to New Game Plus, which we'll talk about very soon. But with that, we earn no more homework.
And then we go in here.
Yo, no more homework!
Complete Burgle's list of quests.
Now we think we have everything for the 100% scorecard, so we head over to the spacer and after a heartfelt speech, we grow big again, earning Go Big. Now the 100% trophy didn't pop, so we waited till the end of the cutscenes and checked the scorecard, and lo and behold, 99 fucking %.
I got
No
99%.
99.
I got 99%. What did we miss?
Collect more yard data. So we spent the next half an hour collecting the rest of the data entries and statue recipes, heading back over and pressing the big button to activate the spacer and earning Super Win.
Can you start it? Oh. Is it just gonna cut me there? Yep.
Super win, yes!
Yeah, grow big again and score 100%
Grow-
on the end game report
Let's
card.
go.
Let's go. Bro, I cannot believe it's got like a couple statues and research notes.
Now we've done every single thing before heading into New Game Plus. We run over to the remixer, activating it, earning Did I Do That? Putting a save. Did I do that?
Yes,
Yes,
oh my
we
God,
did!
Activate the remixer. We sure did.
Now with New Game Plus, all of the bugs are stronger and beefier, and some of them are infused, which means they are all of those previous things, but with special abilities. To be honest, we were a little worried. We had read that it was quite difficult, and that we were going to have a tough time with certain bosses, but we persisted on. Now with about 47 hours into the game roughly, we knew this game like the back of our hands, so we speed ran all of the super chips. Now the last defense is supposed to be really hard. There are infused bugs flying and crawling in to attack us and the defense points. But we beefed up the area a bit more, and to be honest, we were OP as fuck. So after a few minutes and the end in sight, we sit down and watch the bugs attempting to attack while the cocktail finishes being brewed.
How long did it take us? What, like 2-3 hours?
Yeah.
And most of that was just us getting mushroomed. Oh look, they broke in. Oh no. Oh no, they broke in.
We run up, grab the cocktail and take our zipline all the way back over to the spacer. We decide to leave the backyard the same way we came in, so we dropped all our gear off and had a heartfelt goodbye. This has been a fun journey, mate.
It has.
And activated the spacer, earning Go Big Again and the juicy Platinum Trophy. And that's all, folks.
Activate.
Yo!
Go big again.
Trophy, go
big again after activating the remixer, and
that's all, folks.
Let's
Collected
go,
all
Platinum
grounded
Trophy.
trophies.
Lucas, I'm sorry I have to do this to you, but I'm going by.
This is the first survival action adventure I've played in a long time, and I'm glad I got to get the platinum with Hydra. We had such a fun time going through the game, enjoying every part of it, apart from the bloody fucking spiders. The platinum took us 50 hours. It could have been done quicker if we used a guide for all of the labs and most of the trophies, but we pretty much went in blind. Difficulty, I spoke with Hydra about this, and we believe a 4 out of 10 seems fair. Nothing is really too hard once you get some decent gear. Now playing in co-op is honestly the core part of Grounded. I tried it out solo for like 10 minutes at one stage, and it just didn't feel the same. If you're playing this solo, the enjoyment would probably be a 4 out of 10, but when playing in co-op, I'd give it at least an 8 out of 10. It was just a great experience running around killing bugs with a mate. Thank you for watching. If you thought my Grounded video was a good laugh, watch this video where getting the plat turned me into a liar.